and Hasan have hot takes. We say things that are very controversial, and a lot of big companies don't want to have anything to do with it. It's not because of Israel.
Heads are PR nightmares.
It's because you said that a guy was like face a congressman in the eye that he got shot out with his.
I'm saying it.
It's you saying that 9/11 was deserved.
I'm saying it.
Playing propaganda.
I'm saying it.
Like, come on, man. What the f do you expect?
Stamped. You already know the time and I'm on, baby. The Daily Schlops. Sloppy. Of course, Hasan has opened up his mouth. Apparently he's seething and coping about, you know, people talking about his clips. Apparently he's trying to run back that John he said about Miss Hila. Apparently also, yeah, Asmongold is gelling on the fool. No pause. You already know we get down. Little gel sesh, because, yeah. For as I don't know. Trilly glossary. Yeah, gel just means roast or whatever. Right? Little gel sesh on Hasan because, yeah, he couldn't be on Luddy Streamer Games. We'll be upping those numbers. Trust. There was also the John. Let me see. I think that was it. Oh, no. There was also the John. A little bit of conjecture from Uncle Mindset, Legal Mindset within the whole, you know, take, the valid military target take he had on Miss Hila. So we're going to see a bit of that. There's also some John, you know what I'm saying, with, soy dubs and you know what I'm saying, Ethan and soy dubs, but we are already seeing that. We had to watch the pod episode and then, you know what I'm saying, the little John that Ethan had posted in regards to Hasan and again the valid military take, but we already seen that. But of course the Daily Slops, if you want to see that and get more Pegasus opinions and conjecture, that'll be in there. But as far as that's concerned, let's get into the Daily Slops because we already know who opened up his mouth. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time, baby. Let's get right into it. You already know the Daily Slops means one of my glorious slop kings. Shout out to the love with more Pegasus. We got They Are So Fucking Desperate Now. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video. Down in the description. First link. Sure to love it. Of course, more Pegasus, like I said. And we got to get into this, boy, because I'm already knowing. Le Yap Sesh. Le commenced.
Welcome back to a series so crafty. Even Steve subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is now sulking and crying because people are talking about his unhinged clips. He's now massively backpedaling on threatening Ethan's wife, Hila. He's now justifying his creepy obsession with sharing nudes of people. More damning clips are resurfacing. Asmongold is making fun of Hasan for crying about being banned from Ludwig Streamer Games. Legal Mindset has given his analysis on Hasan threatening Hila. Stinky iDubbbz has been called out by Ethan once again. He's also been challenged to a boxing fight. And a bunch of more updates. Subscribe or I lick your toes like Patrick Star. Let's go, Jellywig.
There we go.
Let's up those numbers!
Every time.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin with Hasan absolutely crying like a baby that his own clips are going viral and destroying his PR. Hasan says there's not much.
Oh man, I thought his PR was because he was being associated with Asmongold.
Much he can do about the monstrous, awful sociopaths like Asmongold elevating his clips.
Are you worried? No, not really. What can I do? There's nothing I can do.
I know a couple things you could do. One of them being shutting the fuck up. That would be grand. I ain't gonna lie. That would definitely improve your PR a good amount. Let me tell you.
It is what it is. Oh well. I do think that it's gotten worse over time.
Yeah, I would say on your own means, because you've been saying worse and worse shit.
And
we'll
we'll
only get to that. The walls have been closing in, and more people are seeing the crazy ass shit you've been saying. That crazy ass rhetoric.
continue to be elevated by Asmongold and many other people like this who are just like awful, monstrous sociopaths.
And they are this why? What substantiates these claims?
Yes, of course. Asmon is the monstrous, awful sociopath here, not the actual terrorist supporter, not the guy who threatened someone's wife over an internet disagreement. Like,
Bombaclat Wagwan.
Bombaclat!
Bombaclat.
and it's not even that big of a disagreement, and you decided to actually advocate for violence. You know, as a bystander looking in, I would think, right, that the actual evil monstrous sociopath is the guy who claims to care about civilians while actively glazing people who mercilessly murder them. Also, what is this bitch-ass behavior? Why is he, like, crying and literally sulking?
Oh, well. Oh, well, what can you do? You could do a lot, motherfucker. Like, what?
Full-grown man, 35-year-old, being like, I can't believe they're sharing my clips. Wah, I can't do anything about it. How about you just don't be unhinged then? Oh my god, it's very...
Who could have thought of that? Like...
simple. If you don't want people to clip you being unhinged, stop being unhinged. Holy shit, man.
Oh, calm down there, Hasan. Don't pull out the 9. I still can't believe this shit happened, bro. It's like, you're so fucking stupid.
But they're his clips. They're clips of him. That's what he doesn't understand. This isn't people making up shit. They are literally...
And that's why, like, his claim of, like, heads, like, Asmongold, like, being associated with him messing up his PR is so fucking dumb. I'm like, you do realize these are clips of you. You saying the unhinged crazy shit. You saying the dumb shit. You, like, constantly, frequently opening up your mouth. Nah, it's the Association of Asmongold. Nah, it's the slop tubers paid off by the Trump administration. They're compromised.
Tweet just calling you out for stuff you have said, man. Hamas Piker's gonna need a lot more GQ terrorism insurance. Just post more pictures of yourself.
Oh, great. More fluff pieces. We can sure just bust out those marshmallows.
In a bathtub, so people will start gooning to you. That's the way to actually combat at this, guys. Anyways, then he tries to backpedal in the most pathetic attempt, clarifies his Hila is a valid military target comment. When anyone joins an occupying force and participates in a raid in illegally occupied territory, the occupied people have a legal right to defend themselves through armed struggle. This right doesn't extend outside of combat. People framing this negatively should take it up with the UN.
So your point of mentioning Miss Hila was? There was none.
I just gotta clarify here, when you say your favorite podcaster's wife, was Hila married to Ethan, and, you know, did they have a podcast during this time, during this...
And that's the main thing being pointed out. It's like, yes, we understand. You're like, yo, Miss Hila had to do her military service and all that, and then Heads trying to lie about what she, like, did during that time or whatever. Heads are like, oh, yeah, she's a terrorist, baby killer, all this type of beat. Again, yo, she went on one patrol in the car, unarmed, never got out. Like, yo, they're trying to lie about this boy. But anyway, sidebarring that, it's like, yo, it's been like a decade or even almost 2 decades plus from then on. Like, what's the point of mentioning Miss Hila now? It doesn't correlate. It doesn't make sense.
So I feel like you're jumping between past and present tense. So
exactly, like it doesn't make any sense at all.
People are rightfully going to get confused and assume the worst of you here, and especially your own unhinged fan base is going to be like, well, this is, he's obviously talking about Hila, and oh, she is a valid target, or she was a valid target, and she didn't get justice, which means she is a valid target now. That's like what people are going to come to, the assumption, right? Once again, Hasan backtracking and gaslighting people off of his bad faith framing. Like, he'll just say the most unhinged shit, and then when you clip him in the context as well, he'll just get super mad.
Ooh, he'll start busting out the plausible deniability immediately. I'm telling you, that's the 5th stat. I'm adding it on now for sure.
About it. Moving on to Hasan talking about the whole nude situation. Basically, if you missed the previous episodes, Hasan was exposed for sharing nudes with his friends. Basically,
5 separate occasions.
He'd receive a ton of nudes on his Snapchat or whatever, or maybe even his relationships, we don't know. And basically, he'd just have his phone open with those nudes like on his phone conveniently with his friends like behind him. And then they would, by chance, by total accident, see those nudes and they'd be like, oh my god, Hasan, I can't believe you have that. And obviously, he's
so dumb.
by chance, by total accident, see those nudes and they'd be like, oh my god, Hasan.
Why the fuck would you give your phone to Pokemon? You're so stupid, nigga.
And I can't believe you have that. And obviously he's doing this shit on purpose, in my opinion, because, he wants to seem like this cool frat boy getting all these nudes or whatever. So
yeah, like, in the potential, John, like, he's doing this to, like, Aura Farm. Holy fuck, is this not working?
Tries to justify it here. Also, I gotta point out, you can't, like, verify the ages of what you're receiving as well, so it makes it super creepy. Hasan touches briefly on his recklessness with nudes from his Snapchat. Blames Destiny's community. You can't be serious. For making...
Yeah, I know.
Making it a big deal in the A-Street community. Words of advice, but stop comparing yourself to the lowest common denominator of morality when you get caught.
The people that came into his community that like dramatically shifted his community, because every now and then when I go on Reddit, like it shows up on my fucking main page, and the stuff that I see from the subreddit of a community that I was a part of, that I was like literally a fucking...
Brother, we talking about you right now. We know Destiny, Epstein, the fucking Vosh, the niggas that be in DGG. Yes, but we're talking about you right now, brother.
Host on with the Leftovers podcast. the shit that they say about me on there is mind-boggling. Sometimes I read it and I'm like, is this fucking Steven Crowder subreddit? Like, what the hell's going on? They'll be like,
brother, I'm sure that is the case, but let's not pretend your fucking snarks and shit like that. Oh, well, not your snarks, because they're not Hasan snarks, but heads like in the H3 snarks that are clearly, definitely your goddamn G-boys aren't on the same type of timing. Like, what are we talking about?
like, Hasan is a Islamo supremacist. He hates Jews. He loves the Armenian genocide.
Yeah, and Ethan's a misogynist, a fucking Israel propagandist. You know, like, yeah, this is all the same shit your echo chamber does. What are we talking about?
The Turkish ultra-nationalist. It's shocking. It's lunatic behavior. And I'll see like people fucking defending Destiny in the subreddit being like, no, Hasan actually saw Hasan received unsolicited news on a Snapchat, and that's somehow the same.
Nigga, delete your Snapchat. Niggas already boxed you out on this. What is the purpose of you having a Snapchat if you are not, like, networking and or making money off of this shit? Like, brother, I fail to see what networking you're gonna do, because anyone with a major platform is not about to be hitting your ass up with some fucking streaks on a snap, my nigga. And again, you, as far as I'm concerned, you don't have a Snapchat story shit like David Dobrik. You're not getting paid off this shit. What do you have a Snapchat for? Bro, you're 35 years old, my nigga. I'm not even trying to status your shit. But like, bro, you're not messaging niggas on Snapchat. You have a Snapchat for no reason. What the fuck do you have this for? It's like, bro, I'm not even trying to dicky. You can say I'm dickying, but like dead ass. Like, what would this nigga need a Snapchat for?
If not worse than what happened to Destiny, who was a real victim of this situation where he was like both non-consensually and consensually recording people that he was having sex with.
Yes, brother, we know what the fuck Destiny did. He's in a lawsuit because of this shit. Again, we're talking about your ass.
And unconsensually sharing it with random fucking Discord neo-Nazi.
Yes, again, we know what the fuck he did. What about your ass? Why the fuck do you have a Snapchat? And why do you just have a bunch of these heads like sending you snaps or whatever? And you already acknowledging, because of 5 separate times, that these heads are randomly send you nudes. If that junk isn't a good thing, and you are now acknowledging that this could be something that could potentially put you in bad PR, bad stances, it's time to dead that shit. What the fuck are we sitting here doing? Like,
e-girls that he wanted to fuck without telling anybody else that he was sharing this fucking revenge material. That's actually the same. If not, Hasan is worse, as a matter of fact. Like, that's the type of... That is...
I'm not gonna say Hasan is worse, but again, I'm gonna ask you, like, you must be wanting to get on some freakier timing, because why the fuck do you still have a Snapchat knowing that heads are sending you, like, unsolicited nudes and shit? If you don't want them shits, delete the app. Nigga, block these niggas. Like, I'm so confused, like...
Is the type of mental gymnastics you only engage in if you have a deliberate attempt to active...
Mental gymnastics is what the fuck you're doing right now. Nigga, we're doing acrobatics. Bro, what is this? The tri-beam, nigga? I don't know. The fucking balance beam? The fuck are we talking about? Because, nigga, you're teetering. This is some bullshit. You're talking about fucking Destiny, nigga. Again, fuck Destiny. We know the fucking, you know what I'm saying, freaky frog ass shit that he did. Brother, we talk about you. Why do you have a Snapchat? Or on 5 separate occasions, or like multiple different occasions, we've seen at least 3 Pokimane, Luddy, QT. Bro, for sure. Why is it that this shit is happening frequently? And if you can acknowledge that this, again, is not putting you in a good stance, get rid of that shit, but you won't and have not. So it's like, what are we doing?
Put down an enemy of Sex Destiny while simultaneously bring up Sex Destiny as a viable alternative, which only leads me to believe that the community has entirely changed, and all of those people are eventually going to fucking leave Ethan's ass behind too.
I mean, this is just an OP strategy. Well,
this shit is not an OP strategy. This is the OP strategy for the dumbasses in his audience. This shit not going for me. This was just obfuscating 101. Nigga, we're talking about you, and you shifting this shit over to Destiny. Nigga, of course you are. The nigga rent-free about Destiny, Ethan, Asmongold, bro. This nigga always gonna shift it to one of these niggas. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Hasan, you are 35 years old, nigga. The fuck do you need a Snapchat for? Your ass is going to fucking answer that question, bro. Nah, fuck all of that, bro. That shit is so annoying. Like, this is... Oh my god, that's the direction we talking about. Nigga, you're 35. If you're gonna say networking and shit, nigga, use IG. Use a phone or some bullshit. You're not networking through Snapchat. Again, if your ass don't got a Snapchat stories or some shit making cheese, what the fuck are you using this app for? This nigga really gonna try this shit. It's so fucking annoying, bro.
Not as bad as Destiny, guys, you know? Like
bro,
why are you even comparing yourself...
Exactly, nigga, fuck Destiny right now. Nigga, we're talking about you. Like, bro,
to Destiny. Like, why is
like,
he the standard? The action is
so
in itself,
annoying.
in a vacuum, is very creepy. This is kind of like saying, hey, you know, I only killed 2 people. There's plenty of people out there who have actually killed 100 people, so I don't know why you're going after me.
Like, no, nigga, you still killed someone. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, no, nigga, in this case, you still on freaky frog ass timing. What's up with you? Like, bro, this.
Like, it's still fucking weird and creepy, right? What you did was extremely creepy, and the fact that you're even justifying it here, and you didn't even address
He's not even justifying it. This nigga's just obfuscating and talking about how Destiny did some fucking weird ass shit too. He's like, it's so fucking annoying. Like, at this point, he's not even justifying what he did. He's just talking about how bad Destiny shit was. It's so fucking annoying.
Most important parts, which you were showing it to other people
Fuck
without the
outta
consent
here.
of,
This
you know,
nigga's so stupid, nigga. You really gave your phone to Pokemon. I'm gonna keep talking about that shit. I don't care, bro. You really gave your phone to Pokemon of all people. This nigga's so dumb.
whoever's nudes you got shown or whatever. You know, even the unsolicited stuff, very weird, you know, keeping it as a creator, but we don't know what else could have been in there. You know, who else is sending you shit? Is this your actual relationships or your randos on the internet or whatever? There was even that one clip where you were bragging about having this boob list or whatever. You know, it just,
Oh yeah, that shit. It really always is yours for that nigga. But yeah, I forgot about that shit too. Like, that's crazy. Like, fucking nigga got a list of boobs to show his mans. Like, the fuck?
just comes off as an actual like misogynist, frat boy, freak type person when you claim to, you know, stand up for women's rights and all these things and be like this sort of male feminist when this is the sort of shit you're actually doing, right? If it wasn't bad already, another clip has resurfaced. Someone from the H3 subreddit found another Hasan clip mentioning nudes and Snapchat. How many of these are there, man?
God,
You also pointed out that Hasan used to advertise
Somebody tell this nigga to delete Snapchat, bro.
his Snapchat on stream in his overlay, meaning anyone who watched him could send him stuff. Of course, he needs to get the maximum amount of gals sending him these pictures.
Not good. Okay, all of these are dudes now. I used to exclusively get fucking like titty pics and shit on my Snapchat. And now it's just dudes. This is terrible. What happened? I ruined it. I should have never mentioned my Snapchat.
Interesting.
Wait, nah, what year was this shit? Nah,
So you actually do want your fangirls to send you nudes and stuff, but then when your friends like find these pics, you pretend to be surprised, like, oh wow guys, it was such an accident, even though
Yo, this nigga next to QT, yo, for real? Bro, seriously? Nah, nigga, you serious that you got this shit just casually out? Boy, where the fuck is your hidden tab? This nigga, oh my god. Yo.
I have my phone open with nudes on it for absolutely no reason, like randomly while streaming and stuff. You would think you would try to like hide those or anything, but Hasan really wants you to see it.
Such a dumb fuck. It is. Yo, it is just baffling. Like, truly, bro. Like, if you're gonna keep these shits on your phone, nigga, at least put them shits on your hidden tab. But I see where niggas like Gorby, dumbass, be getting it from. Why this nigga doesn't know what the fuck a burner is. Because your dumbass doesn't know what the hidden file is. You're fucking so fucking stupid.
Because he wants to prove that he's like this Chad or whatever, when it's just disgusting, creepy behavior. And I remember there was actually a clip where he was like, oh, I don't even look at them guys. I try to not, I can't believe
The nigga don't look at him. Yo, man, I used to get titty pics and shit, bro. The nigga don't look at him. Yo, man, I gotta show y'all the list of boobs. The nigga don't look at him. Yo, seriously, bro? Wow. Pokemon Hasan. I mean, not, well, this nigga is Hasan. Hasan? Pokemon, Luddy, QT, everybody pointing this shit out. You don't look at him? Yeah, whatever, nigga.
people are sending me this shit. Like, I don't even want that or whatever. Meanwhile,
Okay, like I said before, you don't want these shits. You don't want them. They're unsolicited. Delete Snapchat. He ain't doing that.
here you admit that you actually want to see them and you're frustrated. You're getting a bunch of guys. I don't know if they're sending you their diz or whatever. But yeah, actual weirdo, man. Actual creepazoid. He's literally on stream in front of his young audience crying that he's not getting enough titty pics, an obvious call for more women to send him nudes. But he claimed he would negligently share his fans' nudes because they were unsolicited. Getting mixed signals.
There's not a mixed signal in sight. Not that I'm seeing. It's a very clear one. It's that this nigga's a fucking idiot.
Moving on to Asmongold calling out Hasan. Basically, if you remember last video, Hasan was banned from Ludwig Streamer Games, not because he wasn't invited, but because AT&T, the sponsor, did not want him there because
Boxed him out.
he's a brand risk or whatever. So Asmongold responded, "What are you crying about?"
Damn, bro, rough day right out of the bottle. It's rough, man.
What are you crying about? I wasn't invited either. I'm not supposed to be on AT&T events either. Like, and it's not like, why are you being such a bitch? Like, yes, both of us, me and...
Why are you being such a bitch?
and Hasan have hot takes. We say things that are very controversial, and a lot of big companies don't want to be, they don't want to have anything to do with it. It's not because of Israel.
Heads are PR nightmares.
It's because you said that a guy was like face fucking a congressman in the eye that he got shot out with his...
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
dick. It's you saying that 9/11 was deserved,
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
playing terrorist propaganda.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Like, come on, man. What the f do you expect?
Stamped.
I mean, I don't sit around crying about this because I know the stuff that I say. I know that it's controversial. I know it's problematic. Well, how can you possibly be sitting around, goofing around saying...
It's funny that Asmongold says it because this is the same thing I say all the time too on why Trilly can't do collabs. Yeah, the reason I'm not doing sponsorship shit because I don't want to. Fuck these corporate companies and like shit like that. But mainly like collabs and other Jones is because, bro, I'm gonna say how I feel, bro. When you do collabs and shit like that, you got kind of play your PRs. Even still to that. It's like, you know, say Asmongold, Techie that do say whatever they want, you know what I'm saying? They still do collab shit like that. But nah, bro. Shit. If you watching TTE, Trill Talks Everything. You're watching Trill Talk Everything. Yap everything. My bad, the ego came out. Oh my god, the narcissism. Trilly's a fucking narcissist. Even though Trilly ain't shit. And Trilly for sure is a dumbass. And I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, main jump to that. I'm feeling what Asmongold is saying because, like, yeah, bro, has be PR nightmare. Someone like me who says whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Not in the tip of duh, like Hasan to slender heads, but like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm gonna say how I feel, especially about heads, bro, if they on dumb shit. Yeah, the PR is good. Yeah, bro, these niggas, he wouldn't want to be around.
saying this stuff and being like, oh, why don't they like me? Well, what do you mean, why don't they like you? You know why they don't like you. Everybody knows this. It's clueless. Yes, you're not clueless. You know exactly what's going on.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. Asmongold is pretty controversial. He does cover a wide range of topics, including politics. So it's fair to ban him, but I think putting them on the same level is completely ridiculous because Hasan,
yeah,
you know, is an open terror supporter. It's a different
that's what I say. Yeah, Hasan, terrorist glazer.
Level from just having deferring politics or having politics you disagree with, right? So obviously Hasan is banned. He really shouldn't be surprised at this, but honestly, he's becoming more of a crybaby every single day. Like, he puts out all the smoke, you know, goes after everybody, calls them PDF files, mom murderers, you know, all this sort of stuff. But then when he gets the heat back, he's like, wah.
5 stats now. 1, pathological liar, maxed out, 20 out of 10. 2, victim complex, maxed out, 20 out of 10. 3, cry bully, maxed out stats, 20 out of 10. 4, plausible deniability, 30 out of 10, definitely maxed out. 5, last but not least, always maxed out, 40 out of 10, never taking accountability. So are we surprised that this is Hasan's reaction? This is his response to this? No, we're not. We never are. At all.
I can't do anything about these sociopaths spreading my clips, guys. Like, dude, stop saying unhinged shit and we wouldn't have anything to say, man.
Facts.
Moving on to legal mindset, talking about if Hasan is actually legally liable for threatening Hila.
Because if Hasan intended, his intention with that statement, or the overall context of that, or the overall meaning was Hila Klein is currently a valid military target. Or if he intended that Hila Klein was in the past and still remains a valid military target, that is a massive problem. If this was the intention, it's a problem. Because that would likely be a criminal terroristic threat.
Yep, so that's the thing. In the present, obviously, it is a threat. But Hasan, you know, even though he's very sloppy with his words, I feel like he knows what he's doing. He always...
That's just so fucking annoying about this shit. Like, he knows what the fuck he's doing. But it's the plausible deniability factor. That's why these niggas play that shit every time. That's why they got it damn near almost maxed out too. Like closer to 40, bro. I'm telling you, cause dog, like what? If he's saying that like such and such right now, especially about the conflict within this, like that these heads are valid military targets, and then you're associating Miss Hila with this shit, like are we? These fucking G-boys! The plausible deniability, it's so fucking annoying. We have two additional factors and niggas can't get to us. Shit is so fucking annoying.
Has like a way to weasel out. He always has this sort of plausible deniability, like, hey guys,
I hate it.
I was actually talking about the past, you know, I was talking about some war or some raid or whatever, right? But then you did say your favorite podcaster's wife, and
it's like, yo, see, it's gonna keep pissing me off. If you're talking about valid military targets and then you're also saying with your favorite podcaster's wife, it's like, yo, Bruh, Trilly can't do math for shit, boy. But I'll be damned if I can't put these 2 and 2 shits together and get a sum. I'm trying, bro. Oh my god, these niggas, bro. Whatever, bro. Fuck you, Hasan. Fuck the orbiters, and fuck you, G boys.
At the time they weren't married or whatever, so it's like he flips between past and present tense. So I don't know, it's just so cringe that you can actually get away with this, man. Oh my god. Then he talks about his conclusion legally.
Because if Hasan intended to say that Hila Klein was, past tense, a valid military target in the past, or he intended to say Hila Klein was, but is no longer a valid military target, that is arguably free speech and defensible. Now, I know some people may have...
How about you just talk about the people who actually are valid military targets if he's saying like this rhetoric or whatever fucking point he was trying to make? How about you just talk about them and you don't bring up Miss Hila? Because within you doing that, one, it's very obvious you're trying to dog whistle. Two to that, it's like, yo, clearly he must have been farming, or if not, he's clearly this fucking stupid, because yeah, people now talked about this, and the one thing he always talks about, the slop tubers and all these other heads are always talking about him and can never get their names out of their mouth, and they're compromised and they're paid off by the Trump administration. Well, again, like what's the name, more Pegasus just said, and like everybody else be saying, if you don't say the dumbass shit, no one is gonna call you out for it. Facts.
have a problem with that and may think, okay, well, it's disgusting, it's immoral. Yes, but even disgusting things, immoral things can technically be free speech. People are free to say things that you disagree with, even vehemently disagree with.
Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, that's like, yo, again, heads are free to say what they want. Heads are free to have their opinions on our shit. But you got to realize heads are also free to have their opinions that your opinions are fucking dumb as shit. Hey, man, the laws of equivalent exchange.
The conclusion is Hasan can reasonably argue the statement was in past tense. He can say, hey, look, this was a past tense statement, and therefore he's unlikely to be convicted. That means thrown in jail as a form of terrorism.
Do I think he'll get thrown in jail for this? Hell nah. But do I think, yeah, the walls are definitely not going to be closing in because of shit like this? Absolutely.
Threat. It is possible there could be investigation. Sure, law enforcement could look into it. Law enforcement could also develop a file, develop a overall binder, or what you call a dossier on Hasan Piker. And if in the future he makes a statement which is in line with the negative interpretation, then you better believe all of these statements he's made are going to come out.
Yep, unfortunately, that's what I thought as well, that he cannot probably be held legally liable.
Yeah, like, that's what it's going to be most of the time, like, unless it's obviously some really crazy shit that's blatantly just against, like, you know what I'm saying, legal terms and all that type of shit. But, like, nah, bruh, again, if Hasan keeps going down this path, it could really lead to that, and I mean, very much it could be a reality.
For this, or you know, Ethan would be drumming up that lawsuit ASAP, right? And just a past-present jumping gives him plausible deniability, and I appreciate Legal Mindset actually being unbiased here, just telling us the facts of the situation, right? I still think this is completely ban-worthy, though, at least.
Absolutely. Like, what the fuck? Like, like, this shit is crazy. Again, there's no point. There was literally no point, no reason on why he had to bring up Miss Hila, bruh. Like, literally zero.
On Twitch, all right, maybe even on YouTube or whatever. Maybe not arrest-worthy, right? Because, you know, he has that deniability and you can't prove it reasonably without a shadow of a doubt or whatever. But it is interesting to note that he is actually stacking up the profile here, right? So when he eventually slips up, and don't worry, he will, right? If he
At this point, yeah, it's confirmed that he pretty much will.
He continues down this path, he definitely will slip.
Because I don't know how many times, how many dumbass takes, how many times he opened up his fucking mouth where he had an opportunity to not do that, in which, yeah, it doesn't get worse, and he continues to do it, and it gets worse.
Then all the dominoes will be falling together because everybody's going to start bringing up these old clips. So when these get lined up together, they can build up this profile and be like, okay, now we can sort of be more sure this is what he actually means, right? He can no longer claim plausible deniability, right? But yeah, moving on to iDubbbz.
Alright, then looks like we're cutting it there because you already know. We'd covered Ethan absolutely destroying soy dubs, and then you already know the whole thing too with Dad calling out soy dubs to box, and I feel like, again, approved, something that should definitely happen, because yeah, that'll definitely sell tickets and actually put asses in seats, unlike another boxing event, charity boxing event. It's MBS. But as far as that junk goes, they are so fucking desperate now, obviously, by the one and only Mo Pegasus. And if you guys want to watch the OG video, down description, first link, and share the love with one of my glorious slop kings, Mo Pegasus, like I said. But yeah, every time.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
You sure have said it. Final opinions and conjecture for Hasan. Of course. Yeah. Of course, this is what he would do. As far as it goes for like, yeah, him trying to walk back the thing you said about Miss Hila, yeah, of course he would try to be clarifying and, you know, playing the plausible deniability on that. Who expected him to do anything else? No one. As far as John goes with the Yola freaky frogs, nudes. Yeah, Hasan, you're an idiot. If you truly don't want these unsolicited nudes and all that, boy, and you truly don't want these flicks and all that, go ahead and get rid of Snapchat. You don't network through that shit, and you don't make cheese off of it. What's the purpose? None. Let's sweep that up, but you won't be doing that. So anyway, sidebarring that, what was the last John? Oh yeah, the thing with legal mindset. As far as it goes with the, you know what I'm saying, take he had from Miss Hila. With the legal process, yeah, obviously, I don't think anyone thought that Hasan was gonna go to jail, and repercussions on Twitch, hilarious. Let's really get serious again. Golden Boy, they got it down their esophagus. Ain't shit happening to him. So yeah, on that factor, yeah, I didn't think anything was gonna happen legally, and definitely not on Twitch. But still, it obviously goes to show that Hasan continues to say worse and worse Johns. Crazier, crazier Johns. More call to actions. Getting real crazy. And obviously, with him being able to play this plausible deniability of, the past and present tense and not being very clear on which tense he's talking about within these Jones, yeah, that allows him to have a way out. But once it gets crazy enough with either him, one of his orbiters, or one of his G-boys or something like that, yeah, there'll be no way out. There won't be then. Definitely not for him, or definitely not for Twitch. Dumpster fire platform. But yeah, main facts to that. Obviously, again, if you guys want to watch Doji video, down description, first link, shit I love, with more Pegasus, baby. And I'm finna catch y'all on the flip. Peace.